September 5th, we got the Ravens versus the Chiefs. My thing with Lamar this year is it's Super Bowl or bust. To me, it's Super Bowl or bust. I can't imagine another year where he doesn't make it to the Super Bowl. Truthfully, he's got 2 regular season MVPs. He's starting to look like an above average regular season quarterback. And I love Lamar, and I got high hopes for him this year. But I believe this year is Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah, that's nice. Um, one, the game will be probably say 32-24, Baltimore. Secondly, Lamar is not in the Super Bowl or bust. I mean, he's in Super Bowl or bust every year, but in my opinion, he's in progress with this. As in, I make progress. He made progress last year. You know what I'm saying? They come out, they win the playoff game. He got paid his money. They had home field throughout the playoffs. He lost to Patrick Mahomes in the game that we all feel like, if you just ran a couple times, you win. So the end of the day, I think another progress or bust year, right? Because I can't guarantee him the ring because, it's another team that I believe is that's going to be in that game that I feel as though will take out revenge against him after what he did to them. So I'm not going to just throw him in the ring, let's say, but I think getting to the championship game, having a good game in that game, and potentially getting into the Super Bowl would be very huge for Baltimore. Because at the end of the day, man, like getting one ring in your career is it. Like these guys, it's not about to be a bunch of Brady's out here. Clearly
True.
Mahomes is the guy that's going to have a few of them. Clearly, he already got a few. But the rest of y'all, like this is going to be like scarcity. A lot's going to be a few ones and only a couple twos. You
Mm,
know,
mm.
and if you're lucky, you get a three. But at this point, I don't know who could possibly get up to 3 rings if they don't have one now, knowing you're gonna forever have to continue to beat Mahomes for like the next 15 years, 12 years. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of you guys' whole careers. It's like Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers is such a hard quarterback. But guess what? He had to either play Big Ben, um, Peyton Manning,
Yep. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And hella other good teams. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a year Phillip Rivers had the number one ranked offense and number one ranked defense and won like 10 or 11 games, and they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you never, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like guys like I said, Josh Allen, he'd be lucky to get one. Joe Burrow, I think Joe Burrow will get one, maybe two. I think Lamar gets one, maybe two, but for sure one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be scattered. It's basically whenever Mahomes don't get it, that's when y'all finally get a chance.
Yeah.
Or you know who else I got? They might get him in the first round.
Who was that?
Steelers.
Oh, you got high hopes and you got high faith in Russ this year. Yeah, high
I
faith.
do.
I ain't never seen you be this much of a Russell Wilson fan.
Hey
I ain't never seen
man,
you be this
I
much of a
mean me.
Russell
I was
Wilson
I was a
fan.
huge fan when he was on the Seahawks. But
Man.
hey, I really believe Russ gonna cook up. You know what I'm saying? He got one of the best coaches in the game. It's just something about great players with Hall of Fame coaches. It always works right. And yeah, I think he's about to disrupt because he's the one guy that is a team, the one team that's not talked about. Like, and they was in the playoffs with Kenny Pickett. Now you have even even if you want to say Justin Fields, they was in the playoffs with Kenny Pickett.
Yeah.
We don't even have to Google his numbers
And
and
that's why
realize that that's who they got in the playoffs. I think he threw more interceptions than touchdowns. Like they was in the playoffs with Kenny Pickett.
true.
Brother,
True.
you got Russell Wilson now. Like,
Facts. Facts.
you know what I'm saying? What was Russ numbers last year? Like 29 TDs, 11 interceptions. It was something decent. He
Yeah.
had a good year.
Yeah. I agree with you. I say I don't want to get too
I
far
don't,
off
I don't know
topic.
if Sean Payton is a coach like that. For real, for real.
Uh,
That was a questionable move. But
real
Russ in general, bro, like, come on. With the Steelers,
real
it's just something
questionable.
that it's just something that fit right, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna move on to the next game. The Packers versus the Eagles. Who needs to have a better season this year? Jordan Love or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts.
You think so?
I mean, yeah, he had a fall off year. He
Ah,
had
you
a
think
fall
so?
off year.
I
Yeah.
think his
But
team fell. I think
Jordan
his
Love is riding high, you know.
well, first off, we got to go back to Jalen Hurts having a fall off year last year. It might have been the best year, but if I'm not mistaken, they were the top team in the NFC all through the year up until like the last 3 or 4 games.
Now the last 5, and they lost all of them.
But they were like
And
11 and
then
2,
they
something
lost.
like that.
Then they lost. Now they were 11-0.
You see what I'm saying? And when they
You
went
know
on
what
a
I'm
bad
saying?
losing streak, but do you think that's
Lost like 5 or 6 to end the year or something like that, and then lost the playoff game, to Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers.
but do you think
So
that's more
that's
about the
bigger
Eagles
than me.
team or do you think
He's
that's more about
already.
Jalen Hurts?
I think that means he got paid. They got what you need around you. All they did was change the coordinators. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he just had a bad year, bro. He threw like 3 times as many interceptions as he did the year before. You know, it's not like Aaron Rodgers who's just always throwing, you know, in the single digits. Like, no, he went from like a few interceptions to like a lot, especially when you add in his fumbles too. He didn't fumble remember that year he made the Super Bowl? He was not fumbling. All of a sudden you fumble in that Super Bowl and now you kind of got this fumble bug upon you. He needs to, maybe go get some mental clarity and make sure he got his head and he going, because he got the talent. He got the talent around him too. So and Jordan Love is all they're
I
just
put it on.
young.
I put it like
They're
this.
not they're not even the best team in their division. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Uh, but the Eagles are the best team in their division. So them losing their division, that's what I'm saying, you gotta come back from that. Jordan Love, you making the playoffs was well, hey, shit, we might be better than we think. Like,
Well, no, you got to remember it was similar to what the Lions did in the year before last year, where they had a crazy last half of the season, right? That's basically what Jordan Love did after Thanksgiving game. He just went berserk. Not to mention destroyed the Cowboys in the playoffs. To only lose by I think 7 against the 49ers. I honestly would say I believe that Jordan Love has way more pressure on him this year. I think he needs to have a better season than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts already got his money, and 9 times out of 10, if he has another 10 or 11 win season like he did last year, they'll be in the playoffs. Hopefully, their team chemistry got better. Like I don't see Jalen Hurts having as much on his shoulders as Jordan Love will if he does not have a good season. Because that means the Packers then they have to ask tough questions. And I think that's what happens if Jordan Love has a bad season. They'll have to start asking tough questions because one, like you said, they're not the best in their division. Caleb Williams is coming. You know what I'm saying? So if Jordan Love doesn't have as good of a season or as the same season as Caleb Williams, that's a problem. So I just feel like Jordan Love has way, way more on him than Jalen Hurts. And it's the Packers franchise. Jalen Hurts has made it to the Super Bowl. Like you said, getting to a Super Bowl is already like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? He's already taken that monkey off his back. So when it comes to Jordan Love, you're playing for the Packers franchise. Aaron Rodgers is gone. You are the replacement to Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? This is who they're looking at as the next guy to hold this franchise down. If you don't have a good season, man, I don't even want to know the questions they'll start asking. Do we have to look for a new quarterback? Should we bring a rookie now? Should we put somebody behind Jordan Love to learn, soak up information like we did all those years, the other quarterbacks? But I got the Eagles winning that game, uh,
Jordan Love,
30-24.
Eagles will win that game. Love is fine, bro. It's the Packers. They're gonna ride him out regardless. He's gonna get his money regardless. He'll
You
have a
think?
good year. He's just not, he may or may not make the playoffs, but he'll have a decent year.
Mm, okay.
You know,
I'm moving on to this Rams Lions. Rams versus Lions. Is this a potential playoff rematch this season? Will we see them later in the playoffs?
your stats. You know, Lions
Yeah,
are
we are.
stacked right now. You know, like if you just want to like, we're talking about comparing this team to that team. The Lions is filthy. You got like 8 or 7 of like the top, guys under 25. Like we're stacked. It's insane. I love it. Um, any game we lose is only gonna be us beating ourselves. Truthfully,
But do you think this is a
we don't.
potential
We don't.
playoff rematch? Think we'll see them
Yeah, of
later.
course. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I don't know if we'll see them. That just depends on seeding. But I think the Rams will be in the playoffs definitely, and I think the Lions, will be, sitting out week 1 of the playoffs. So you know, it'll be will the Rams get to us? You know,
Yeah.
we're the one in the NFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? Will you make it to us?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it was like,
Yeah,
hey,
obviously I got
I
the
don't
Lions
think
beating the
everybody
Rams.
is going to be as lucky next year. Baker Mayfield, he ain't going to be your biggest threat behind us. You know,
Well, also you got to
it's going
think
to
about it
be
too. The Eagles fall apart at the latter part of the season, and then the Bucks play them to open their playoff seeding. I didn't even have the Bucks winning that game, to be honest with you. I figured the Eagles would. That's how much I didn't respect the Bucks being there. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I feel you.
You know,
I can't disagree.
I got the Lions beating the Rams. I think we'll come out hot too. I think we'll look to put up about 40 in that game, but I would say 34,
That's
20.
early in the season, man.
Yeah, that's week one. I'd say these are all these primetime games are week one. I'd say 34, 27. So the Jets and the
I feel like
Niners,
42 to 14. So
42-14. That's ambitious. So the Jets Niners, bad man turned old man, or is this a comeback year for Rodgers?
man, that's week 1. That's
Yeah,
vanilla.
yeah.
Man, they don't like Rodgers either in the football. Huh?
Man, come on now.
Like, come on, man. They're like, we're about to show Brock Purdy's basically you. Hey,
That was
look,
that was
look,
wild.
man.
Yeah, that was wild.
Hey, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got a good feeling about Rodgers this year.
That
I
says
don't
a
know.
lot.
Hey, you know what? Maybe, man. I don't know. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. Like, I got good feelings about those guys. Like,
Well, I mean,
I think
bro,
they're gonna have a good year.
he gets
I think they're
injured
gonna
three
have a good year.
plays into last year. You know what I'm saying? He had 3 plays, like not 3 games, like three
Yeah.
plays. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't even see Aaron Rodgers last season, so we don't know what his potential is. You know what I mean? Especially like we
Yeah.
never got a chance to see what that transition was like from Green Bay to the Jets. Like he literally got injured 3 plays into.
I mean, I think he'll keep it simple. That's why I think they're gonna win games
But he don't
because,
have a choice.
bro, they had the one guy just throwing picks all the time. That's one thing he not throwing picks. He might
Yeah.
not throw 300, 400 yards, but it's like we're gonna run the ball. We're gonna keep it short field simple. I mean, well, let's be real, bro. Brady didn't always throw 300, 400 yards like that. Especially towards his latter years, it was like, hey, we're gonna get exactly what we need to win. We're gonna run, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep this game, even if they go up 14-0, we're gonna stay at our pace. Because our
Yeah.
pace is gonna end here. The defense is to step up. They have a really good defense. I think they're gonna do surprisingly well. They might even win the division. I have to see how they, chess up to Miami because, Miami is a threat. I forgot. They grabbed somebody else on defense. I can't remember right now, but yeah,
Hmm.
bro. Like Miami's a real threat for this season.
Man, wait till I get to the last question. You'll see just how dangerous Miami actually is, or the last topic for today. You'll see how dangerous Miami actually is. Um, Real quick, Brock Purdy, can you lead the 49ers to another Super Bowl?
This year.
I don't blame him. He'd have to go through the Lions. Yeah, I don't think we're letting
Yeah,
another lead slip
that's what
away.
I'm saying.
I don't think we're letting another lead
You
slip away.
gotta go to the Lions. I think he was lucky that he didn't have to play the Rams. I told you I had the Rams beating. 49ers if they had to meet in the playoffs last year, and they didn't. We had to handle them. So we all know like you have Brock Purdy. So at
Yeah.
some point, Brock Purdy is gonna mess around and look like a guy named Brock Purdy, and not like a guy named Tom Brady. And like
Yeah.
what I
No,
mean?
but that's why I asked the question, do you think he could lead them to another Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
And in due time, but I don't think this is their year. I think they're gonna have to hit the refresh button on a lot of those guys
mm,
because they've been getting lucky, bro. Come on now,
was what you
Christian
said before. It's
McCaffrey.
what you said before in their division, man. Like you still got the Rams out there. Last year you didn't get a chance to see it because some injuries happened, but this year, barring everybody's healthy, like I said, we had this conversation before the playoffs. If the Rams make it, it's either the Rams or the Lions going to the NFC Championship game to go against the 49ers. And we said
I
whoever
felt
goes, who do you really got winning if it came down to Rams or Niners? And we picked the 49ers. And I kind of feel you on the Brock Purdy point a little bit. I don't want to be like, I don't want to say that he just had a good moment last year. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's unfair. Like he
he's
played
solid.
efficient. He played very,
He's
very well.
solid.
But I
He's
don't know
in
if he
like the
has
Jared Goff
magic.
range.
I don't know. I don't know if he has magic, and I think that's my biggest thing with Purdy. It's like I don't know if he has that magic that can
He,
get them out of some
and no,
situations.
no. Come on, man. We were up 17. We
No,
watched the Magic lie to
no,
us
no, no, no.
last
That's
year.
not magic. Magic is
Those third
no,
down runs, man, they hurt.
no.
They
Hey,
hurt,
look,
bro.
look, no, no,
This
because
team is
I
solid
want to, I
enough.
want to stick to, I want to stick to 2024 season. I just want to say, magic is not you throwing what would be an interception and it bouncing off of that man's hands and going into, you know what I'm saying? That's called divine intervention.
Hey, that's how Eli got Super Bowls.
Yeah, hey, no, no, no. Eli finished the
Guys
job.
touching it,
Hey, no,
holding
no,
on the,
hey,
I'm just saying.
hey,
That
Eli
was,
finished the
hey,
job though.
man.
Eli
And
finished the
buddy,
job though.
he got hurt. It clearly might have God on his side. He must be praying.
Clearly, I'm gonna move on to this before I get to the last topic for today, man. Bears versus the Texans. Oh, and for the record, 49ers Jets. Man, I got the 49ers winning that one. I just can't say I can't ever say I want Rodgers to win the game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Too many NFC North matches. So I got the Niners winning that one. 30. I don't know why I feel like it's gonna be a magical season. Every game, every number, everything I'm picking starts with three. I'd say 30 to
Yeah,
19. I'd say 30 to 19.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. 30 to 19. But so Bears versus Texans. Again, back to the end. Man, that's like every team except the Vikings in the NFC North is prime time this year. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
We got some big guys now.
Bears versus Texans.
31 to 17. Houston. I think CJ Stroud walks all over, buddy. And
Welcome to the NFL moment.
yeah, like oh yeah, it's week one too. Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
might be 38.
That's why I just
Actually,
pointed to the rookie deal and the signing bonus. I don't got
yeah,
I
like,
don't,
hey, look,
and
man, I don't have as much faith in Caleb as other people do. So I
isn't
just
that
want to
kind of
see,
crazy?
I just want to see. Um,
Isn't that kind of
because
wild though?
he's shown signs. I don't want to point specific things out, but he's just shown some signs that I just wonder if you could truly lead a locker room, lead a group of guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Be that kind of guy. You know, and really hold it down.
I said this last
I think,
playoffs, bro. Two black quarterbacks. I'm just rooting for you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, Stroud got it. Stroud is like him right now.
Basically,
After Stroud is looking like the second coming of Aaron Rodgers. He's
man.
just like, hey, I'm gonna play this patient game. I mean, just even look at the answers of questions he had been given recently.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
hey, would you rather be the guy with 4 MVPs in one ring, or the guy with no MVPs in two rings? What matters more? Rings? I'll take the two rings. Like we ain't even gotta speak on who the guys are, what anything else is. He
yeah.
truly is like, I'll take the two rings over one ring and 4 MVPs.
Facts,
You know,
facts, facts.
I respect that. I respect that. I respect that he stand on that because everybody not going to agree with that. You know,
Yeah, yeah, because that was a bold take. I do want to move on to give my prediction for that game. I would say that's kind of interesting. I'd say it's kind of interesting matchup. I'm kind of with you a little bit on that though. I don't know why Caleb Williams gets as much hype as it does. You know what I'm saying? But I would say Texans obviously NFC North. I don't want anybody. I don't want any of those other teams to do
but
well.
they think he about to be Mahomes. And
Well,
I,
they
I don't think
never,
people understand how special Mahomes is.
and I don't think people
Like,
ever
can you
realize,
can you at least be Stafford first? You got bro. You know they've never had a 4,000 yard quarterback.
bro. I don't think people understand how often number one picks don't live up to the hype at the quarterback position. Like, you know what
Man,
I'm saying? Again, that's another reason why I shouted out the $39 million rookie deal. Like, congrats.
man
You know what I'm
has
saying?
Trevor Lawrence thrown for 4,000 yards?